This lecture is about probability. Probability is the chance of occurrence of an event. So if we want to know whether something will happen or not, we move on to its probability. Probability of an event A is defined as all the different favorable outcomes of an, let's say, happening, the total number of favorable outcomes. How do we understand this formula? Now, think about this, that if you have a certain situation, okay, and in that situation, you want a certain result, okay. Let's say you want to win in a chess game. So the situation here is the chess game, and the outcome that you want out of it is winning, okay. So probability says that of all the outcomes that are possible out of a chess game, the favorable outcomes that you want, okay, are the terms that will be used in the formula for probability. Let's see how many different outcomes of a chess game are possible. Well, we can win, we can have a draw, or we can lose. These are the standard outcomes, okay. So we have three total outcomes. Out of this, suppose we want to win, okay. So the favorable outcomes are only one. We can only, win. So the probability of winning in a chess game is 1/3. Similarly, if I want to lose, okay, then the total number of outcomes here are 3. The number of favorable outcomes. Favorable means whatever event, whatever result that I have in my mind, okay, that constitutes the favorable outcome, okay. So suppose I want to lose, or suppose I want to know the probability of my losing. There is only one way that I can lose. So the total number of favorable outcomes is 1. So 1/3 becomes the probability of losing, winning, or getting a draw. Let's see. The probability of getting ahead, okay, when we toss a coin is 1/2. Now why is it 1/2? Because when we toss a coin, either it can come ahead or it can come a tail, okay. We're not thinking that the coin is going to stand up, okay. So we're only going to consider the two possible outcomes, a head or a tail. So we have total number of outcomes as 2. Favorable outcome, if you want it a head, still a 1. If you want it a tail, it's still a 1. So 1/2 and 1/2 are the two probabilities. You can see from this example that if we add up all the possible probabilities, okay, all the different outcomes and their probabilities, then we'll get a 1, okay. This is why we have probability defined as a percentage, okay. You can always count it, or you can always call it something like this, that the probability of getting ahead is 1/2, or 0.5, or 50%. Suppose you have to choose one particular sports person. Let's say he's Mr. A from a team of 11, and you choose at random, okay. Suppose you're just picking up their names from a box. So what is the probability of picking up Mr. A's name? Well, total number of outcomes are 11 because there are 11 different ways that you can pick it up, and there is only one favorable outcome. So the probability of doing that becomes 1 by 11. Let's talk about the deck of cards. Okay, there are 52 cards in a deck of cards. So if I say pick up 3 of spades, we know that we can pick 52 cards. Okay, so the total number of outcomes are 52, and there is only one favorable outcome that we want, which is the 2 of spades. So the probability becomes 1 by 52. Let's see, if we have to choose from this given set of animals, let's say there are 10 pigs here, 10 cows, 10 dogs, 10 chicken, and 10 hens. From this, if we have to choose, suppose, a dog or a pig, okay, mind you that we have to choose a dog or a pig. We have to choose one animal, and that is either a dog or a pig. So the total number of outcomes becomes, now we can choose one of these 10 pigs, or we can choose one of these 10 dogs. So we are picking at random, but we have 20 favorable outcomes. Okay, this is why the probability becomes 20 by 50 or 0.4 or 40%. So I hope it is clear now. The probability of an event is defined as total number of favorable outcomes divided by the total number of outcomes, and probability of all the events happening, okay, the sum of all these probabilities comes out to be 1. Remember that. Move on to the practice questions. Best of luck.